Welcome to another Cook With Me Gluten-Free. I'm Robin. Thank you so much for joining me. And I am making dinner in my kitchen real time this evening. And we are going with spaghetti. And it's the perfect pot of gluten-free spaghetti. This is the pasta that I've used. I've used this in another recipe, and I've used this brand, I believe, maybe for pasta salad. Maybe it wasn't this brand, but this is my favorite spaghetti. That's what we'll be using, and we will get started. I am using ground turkey today. Well, let's pop over and just look at the ingredients and the utensils that you need to make the perfect gluten-free pot of spaghetti. Okay, so here is the pasta again, le assolane. I think that's how you pronounce it. I hope so. My seasonings that I'm putting in the ground turkey is Italian seasoning, one teaspoon of each, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder, and Italian seasoning. That's what's in here. I've got 1 tablespoon of garlic that I'm going to use once the meat is browned. I've got a can of Great Value brand Italian style petite diced tomatoes, and that's with basil, garlic, and oregano. I did drain that. And we are going with the Bertolli 5 cheese sauce. Now, Bertolli, according to everything I'm reading, this is gluten-free. It is not labeled gluten-free. So if you have any allergies, please proceed with caution. I've not had any reactions to this particular 5 cheese sauce, but always, again, check labels and do what's right and healthy and safe for you. We are using ground turkey. I prefer ground turkey, but obviously you can use whatever meat you want. I'm going to go ahead and get this browned and seasoned. And while I'm waiting for this to brown, I'm going to go ahead and put our pasta in. The cook time for this pasta is 9 to 10 minutes. So we definitely want to set the timer. Now, I'm somebody who breaks their pasta in half. If you don't, it's okay. It's okay. It's just easier for me when I'm waiting for it to boil and trying to do more things at once. But I know everybody has their preference. So we're going to get all this in. We'll set our timer to 9 minutes. And the meat is starting to come together. So I'm going to sprinkle in our seasonings. There we go. Now, obviously, you can season your meat with whatever you prefer. You may have something that you like better, but this combination works really good for me. Again, a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. Okay, we'll be back when it's time to add in the tomatoes. Okay, the meat is nice and browned. Let you take a look at that. Again, I'm using ground turkey. I'm going to go ahead and add in the tomatoes. And again, I did drain this can of tomatoes. I personally like to give just a few more chunks to this particular sauce. Now that the tomatoes are incorporated, I'm going to add in my tablespoon of minced garlic. Now, if you have fresh garlic, please go for it. I just didn't have any, and like I said, this is real-time dinner. This is family dinner this evening. So I'm going with what I've got. So now that the tomatoes are all mixed in, the garlic is in, and you can see it's definitely not real saucy. It's just lots of delicious, what are going to be seasoned pieces of tomato. And now we're going in with our Bertolli 5 cheese. And I'm going to turn my temperature down. I did use a little avocado oil in my pan before starting the ground turkey. So I'm going to go ahead and let this get nice and blended, and then we'll be back when our pasta is ready to go. This is like the fastest dinner in the world. I'm going to go ahead and plate it so you can see how beautiful this pasta is. I mean, take a look at this. Look how nice. I did boil mine for 11 minutes. I like my pasta al dente, but not crunchy. So at 9 minutes, which is when I tested it first, it was just a little bit too al dente for my liking. I'm going to give you a close-up on this beautiful sauce too. Take a look at this. Look how nice, thick, and chunky that is. Beautiful. All right. Now, of course, you can always add a little mozzarella cheese, a little Parmesan. I know some people actually mix their pasta and sauce together, but not me. All right, I am going to be back to taste this deliciousness. Start to finish, I don't think this took me more than 20 minutes. Start to finish. So fast and so good. Take a look. Yum, yum, yum. All right, here goes. This pasta is so good. And I don't want to burn myself on the sauce because it's right out of the pot. And in the pasta, in the spaghetti, I do add a little olive oil and salt. I like to salt my rice and my pasta. This never disappoints. The extra tomatoes give it just a little bit more of a real robust sauce, making it a little more hearty, I would say. It's definitely a win-win. And again, add some cheese to this if you are not dairy-free, or use a dairy-free equivalent would be just as good. So there you have it, the perfect pot of gluten-free spaghetti. Thank you so much for joining me on another Cook With Me gluten-free. Let me know what you want me to make or try. And again, holidays are quickly approaching, so let's get some of those requests in. I would love to have some holiday ideas that I can make for you. Until next time, bye-bye.